Hey guys, I've been wanting to make this video for a little while, and actually the past week, and just haven't gotten around to it because I wanted to make sure that I captured all my thoughts and was able to share them with you. I took lots of notes, so I will probably be reading some. But I've been listening to a podcast by a minister by the name of Chris Vallotton. He's out of Redding, California, and in my opinion, he is awesome. He's awesome to listen to. But he was speaking on vision, and it just made me think of our weight loss journey, and so I wanted to share some of these things with you. And some of this, like I said, I'll be reading, but I wanted to make sure to get all of my thoughts on here. So, do you have a vision of where you want to go with your weight loss? What you want your body to look like, to feel like, to be like? Some people think that not wanting to be fat will keep them going to the gym, keep them motivated, keep them wanting to work out. But in most cases, a negative does not create a positive. But if you have a vision of what you want to look like, that is what will keep you going, keep you motivated. The vision, Chris made this statement, vision gives pain a purpose. And I thought that was an amazing statement, that the vision will give your pain and the things that you don't do or do a purpose. Say, for example, you go work out and really hard, and you wake up in the next morning, and what happens? You're sore. You're very sore. You go to brush your hair, and your tricep is screaming. But the vision that you have in your head of yourself gives that pain a purpose, and it keeps you going to the gym, keeps you getting up early, eating less, or doing whatever you need to do in order to capture the vision that you have in your mind. Chris made the statement, if you don't have a vision, you'll spend your life trying to stay out of pain or find pleasure. And I feel like a lot of us have done that. We've eaten to make us feel better, to relieve the hurt or the pain that we're feeling, and food wasn't intended for that purpose. And we've also, I'm preaching to the choir here, eaten out of pleasure. We celebrate with food. We even have, some of us have a euphoria, a feeling of euphoria when we eat. I know I was in support group this past week, and we talked about that, how some people, eating that will give them that pleasure, that euphoria feeling. And I know I've been there before. But this is why vision is so important. If you don't have a vision of where you want to be, you'll not go through the pain if you know there's an easier way. That is why that fad diets and diet pills and all that is a billion-dollar industry, makes billions of dollars each year, is because they promise the vision that you have in your mind, but without going through the process. And the vision is what keeps you in the process so that you can get to the place that you want to be. And take, for example, a person that wins the lottery. They look at those people, the majority of those people, they even have a show about how the lottery has changed people's lives, and 5 years down the road, those people are broke. They're broke. Why? Because they didn't go through the process. They got what they wanted, but they didn't change. Nothing changed with their mental, with their mental way of thinking about money. And the process is important, because if we don't go through that, we'll go back to being the way we were before. And for us, it's changing how we view food, how we exercise, and how we even view ourselves. Chris also made another statement that struck a chord with me. When we capture a vision and imagine something then it will impregnate us and we'll want to give birth to it. So when we have a clear vision of ourselves as a new, thin, fit, and fabulous, as Wendy says, person, then we'll do what it takes to make that mental image come to life. And he compared the word mission and vision. And he said some people use that word simultaneously, but it's not. It's two different things. A mission is why you want to do something. The vision is what you want to do, become, or accomplish. You have to know both of these. You have to know why, which is the mission, you want to lose weight, be fit, be healthy. And you have to have a vision of what you want it to look like when you've attained it. When we get a vision and truly believe that we can accomplish something, then we can do it. He told the story of Roger Bannister. I'd never heard of him before, but he was the first man to break the 4-minute mile. And I know some of you runners will appreciate this, but I personally found this story very amazing. And he said several years before Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile, a study was done that said it was humanly impossible to break the 4-minute mile. But after Roger did that, several months after he broke that 4-minute mile, another man broke that record. And within the next year, 17 more people had broke the 4-minute mile record. Not only did they break a physical barrier by running a 4-minute mile, something else happened. Other people began to believe that they could do the same thing. He led the way for people to believe that what the experts said was impossible was really possible. Have you ever noticed when you first start a diet or fitness program how excited you are? We get excited, we think, oh, we can do this, we can do this. We have a vision in our mind and where we want to go, what we want to look like, buying those skinny jeans, shopping in those stores, laying out on the beach in our bikinis, and you have this dream. You see your dreams coming true. However, somewhere along the way, some of us lose that vision. And when that happens, we stop doing what we need to do in order to reach or obtain what we want, what we had a vision for. No longer are we restraining our behaviors, but we go back to what we used to do instead of continuing in the process until the vision is fulfilled. For those of us that may be in that place, let's get back to seeing ourselves in our minds as what we want to be, not as we are. Not to be preachy, but the Bible does say in Proverbs 29:19, without a vision, people perish. See, that vision each day, not to be preachy, but the Bible does say in Proverbs 29:19, without a vision, people perish. See that vision each day when we wake up. Hold it dear to our hearts and don't let it die. I hope that this struck a chord with you like it did with me. Until next time, press toward that vision.